Good afternoon, everyone. Fremont Art Association is happy to welcome Vidyut Singhal, a member of Fremont Art Association, as the guest artist today. Vidyut started her creative journey with watercolor, wash, and tempera. Most recently, she has turned her focus on impressionistic style of impasto painting. In her demo, The Power of Impasto Painting with Acrylic, Vidyut will showcase her palette knife techniques in creating her dramatic and colorful landscapes. Vidyut, welcome to Fremont Art Association.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my home studio. First, I want to thank Fremont Art Association for giving me this chance to show what I do. And let me explain what impasto is. It's a very fancy word, but really not very fancy in technique. So I put layers of paint. These are all heavy body paint. So when they are put in layers, they create a kind of depth and dimension. And that texture which is created, that is impasto. So it's very simple. There is nothing in it. All the paints are put just like you toast your butter your toast. Or you can call it when you put icing on the cake. So all the paint are the consistency of butter. And I will show you as I go and not waste any more time, and I will start. So first thing I will do is to get rid of white from the canvas, because that's the most scary part of painting. When you see a white canvas, you feel, oh my gosh, what I'm going to do with it. So half of the painting is done when you get rid of that white. So how do I get rid of white? I don't use brushes to get rid of white. I use this sponge. Any kitchen sponge will do. So this is moist. It's not dripping. It's just moist. And I will take some paint and get rid of white. So here you see that this part of the canvas I already painted it with silver color, this is the silver color. And I have painted that just to save time so I can proceed quicker. But I want to show you the technique, so I have kept it here, which is, I'm going to do it. So I do this. I'm just getting rid of white. I will paint the bottom of the painting, side of it, everywhere. There should not be any white showing anywhere. So here you are. And I put my sponge in water, so later on I can clean it. So here we got rid of, if I did that with a brush, it will take time. So it's all done. Now I can start painting. So the main thing is that I use these paints, which are heavy body, look like this, look like butter. And if you want to see what they are, that's what is the brand is, and that's how they look like. They come in pint size, quarter size, or gallon size. So, but to make it even thicker, I use a gloss gel, which is clear, completely clear. It looks white. If I open it, it looks white, but it dries completely clear. And what it does, it makes my paint even more thicker. Other thing it does, it increases my paint. So instead of using lot of paint, I can put about 40% of this gel in a paint. It will not change the color, but it will give more body to it. And when it dries, it has no effect on the color. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I use these knives. These are big knives. When I usually make big paintings, they require big knives. But today I'm making a very small painting. It's only a 12 by 12. So I'm going to use mostly these small knives. And when I use knife, that means I'm going to mix gel in it. So if you can see here, I have all these colors here and I have gel. So I'm going to take some gel, put it here. I'm going to mix some color and take on this knife, lot of color. And I'm just going to put it here very roughly. Going to take some other color. Not mix too much. Want to show different colors in it. So even though it has 2-3 different colors, they are not mixed completely. And they show that where they are going. Now here, if I want to make a evergreen tree, going to make it with my line. Nothing is very precise. Everything is just give you the idea that what it is. Okay. Always like to put darker colors at the bottom. Always continue the painting on the sides. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, since I have put all this texture, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to go like this. Because I want to give a effect that there is some grass growing there.
Vidyut,
Yes.
someone asked a question. Is this acrylic paint?
Yes, this is acrylic paint. Acrylic heavy body paint. Acrylic comes in light body, medium body. This is okay. So now I go to a next technique, which is, if some of you have seen my paintings in the gallery, I create a lot of birch trees or aspen trees or whatever you call them. And it is made with a very special technique. And I'm going to show you how I make that. So for that, I use this modeling paste. And modeling paste and gel is different in a way that modeling paste is opaque. It is white. It dries white and it is very thick. So I have taken out some of that white and I'm going to mix some black in it. So I have put some black and I'm going to mix the black with this white. And I'm using this long knife now. So I'm going to go and I'm going to create the tree. I have a lot of paint, you can see on my knife. And I'm just putting this Don't worry, it is going to be all okay. I'm putting wet on wet. It is easier to put on wet because once it dries, it has so much texture that it is very difficult to maneuver through that texture. So smaller trees don't need that much texture. Okay, so you got the idea that how I create this texture. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch. And I use these baby wipes to clean. By the way, I create all my clouds with the same sponge, which I just painted that brown. So all the clouds are created with that same sponge. Or sometimes I use this baby wipe to create the clouds. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to put this painting away.
Vidyut,
Yes.
can you pull the painting up again and then turn it directly to the camera so we can see a little better what you did?
Sure. Sure.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Okay. So now I'm going to switch. And I have made this painting before. It is the same size. Only thing is that all these trees are created. Same kind of thing is in the bottom. So now I will show you that how I finish this. Because that's what makes all the difference. Right now, these does not make any sense. You can see this is called the ugly stage, where the painting is really ugly.
This is already beautiful.
So now you will see how it changes. So now I'm not going to put whole lot of gel in it because gel makes it kind of transparent. Now I need kind of that wow factor in it. And because of that, I'm just going to take the paints clear, just only the paint. What I mean is, I'm going to use this knife. So see here, this yellow thing is here. So on that, if I just touch it, because there is so much texture, let me hold closer. I have a lot of paint here. So what I'm doing here, if this here, I just have to go like this, and that texture picks up, and see that how it just gives a finishing touch to it. Everything comes live.
Did you? we have a question.
Yeah,
Is the black paint mixed with model paste to create the trees? Is it right?
yes,
Yeah. So you just used like whites of model paste to create gray.
yes. It is white, opaque, and I just mixed black in it to make it gray. And
Thank you.
yeah,
And I have a question. You usually use darker colors for background and then touch lights on top, or it's
yes,
not?
you start with from back to front,
Mhm.
dark to light. So first you put the darkest colors, then you put lighter than that and the lighter than that. So in the very end, when I do finishing touch, if somewhere I need, I will put even the lighter color. So
And Vidyut,
yeah,
another question someone has.
Sure.
This painting that you pulled up to work on now, is
Yeah.
it completely dry?
yeah, it is dry.
Okay.
So that grass which I created and went with the knife, it kind of created grooves in it. And now I'm just touching it over it, and it just picks up on the raised part, it picks up the color. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just scraping my knife on it. Okay, let me show you close by.
Vidyut, how long does it take for a painting that size to dry?
2 hours.
Okay. Well,
If you want faster, you can put a fan. It dries very quickly. Okay, so now I'm going to do something. This part, sometimes I do wet on wet. So like just now I made that tree. I can go ahead and maybe I have to show you. On this one, this is wet, and I can put wet on wet. And what I will do is I will take this white and I will go over with the white like this. So this way, you can give the highlight to this tree. But today I'm going to show you how to do it when it is dry and you do it with brush. That comes out much easier and faster. So This is titanium white. Going to take this brush. And I have a lot of paint, only not the painting. Painting is missing. So on this, what I will do is I will go from here. I'll start from this end.
Another question, do you have to work fast because the acrylic paint dries so soon?
No. No, it's just, otherwise what will you do? This goes fast. This technique is fast, so I'm not doing anything which is very detailed or anything. So it just goes fast. And if I make a boo-boo, I just take this and clean this thing. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I thought that the light is coming from this side. So because of that, I gave it highlight on that side. See? The highlight came from this side. Now, something has to be done from this side also. It's not that white. So to make it easy, I flip it around because it's easier and faster for me to paint from this side rather than this side. So now I'm going to take a buff color, buff white, and which will create a kind of glow to these paintings, trees, as if there is a glow from the other side, but not as white as the highlight. So I'm taking this buff paint. I will go from this side. As you can see that this is a very simple technique. Really, anybody can do it. It's just that this heavy body paint and layers of it. And because there is not too much detail work in it, it goes fast and it kind of gives contemporary look. It's not as abstract art, but Okay. So I have trees on this side also. I will finish it later, otherwise I cannot turn it around. Okay,
Vidyut,
yes.
you painted one side of the tree with one color and then the other side with another. What are the two things again?
The one side was titanium white, which is very white. And other side, I used buff white, which is kind of a mixture of yellow ochre and burnt sienna mixed with white. So it's a very light, kind of off-white.
Right.
So now we have this.
Thank you.
So these look like lot of texture in it, but still it does not look like aspen tree. There is something missing in it. And which is, it's black eyes, the black knobs in it.
Mhm.
So I take the black color. And I go with the black I have here on this.
Vidyut, we have more questions here.
Yeah.
What is the biggest Impasto painting you have ever done?
Say it again, please.
What is the biggest painting you have ever done with this technique?
48 by 60.
Oh my God.
Because my problem is I can make bigger than that. I have canvases bigger than that, but I make only if it is a commission painting, because no gallery allows to put that size of painting there. So for that reason, I have to reduce size every time. If I want to show or if I want to sell, only big paintings hang in my house. So.
Thank you. And one more question.
Yes.
Apart from landscapes, what other themes can be done in Impasto painting?
Anything can be done. It just depends on your imagination, what you can do.
Thank you.
These days I'm learning how to do seascape, which always thought that seascape can be done probably with the oil paints. But I figured I have to do this. So I'm just learning, trying to do seascape. And it gives kind of a dimension to it. The bottom part is almost black, so Okay. So this is for the practical purposes, it's pretty much done. Because now they are looking like the aspen trees with the blacks and all that. And of course, if I have more time, I will do it slowly and not, yeah. But this is the technique. And if you see from the side, you will see there is a lot of texture in it. They are kind of coming out from the canvas. So bigger the painting, bigger it has a lot of texture in it. Any more questions?
That's a beautiful painting, Vidyut.
Yeah,
It
it
really is. Yeah, there were other questions. Wait a minute. Let's see. If you want to do birds and flowers, do you use only a palette knife or brushes as well? And what size brushes are the best for this kind of painting?
I try to use as much possible knife because knife comes in every size and shape.
Yeah.
I have knives which are small size, tiny size, and I can draw lines with these. I can, do very fine work with that. In fact, that reminds me that I missed something. I have one more step to go. I'm using number one brush, and I'm going to create some but then I can do the same thing with the knife. I can go and make the lines. So, it can be done with knife also. So as far as brush is concerned, if something you just cannot do with the knife, you do it with brush, but take a lot of paint on it so that there is texture. Even if you can use any kind of brush, but it just depends that what you want to do. Like for doing the white and all that, I use the flat brush. And for these little things, I use the number 1 or number 0 brush. So it just depends what you are doing and what you want to do. Some things cannot be done with knife, then you go back to brush. Otherwise, most of the things can be done with the brush.
Okay.
Another thing is about this that you cannot make a mistake. There is just no way to make a mistake. Today I decided I don't like this. I will just put paint on top of it. I don't like whatever you want to change, anything can be changed. I have changed my big paintings many, many times because sometimes it happens I make a big painting and I hang it on the wall and I keep on looking at it and I feel like, oh no, I don't like this thing. I need to change it. And I go ahead and change it. And you will never know the difference that it was not painted that way. It usually happens when I'm ready to put in the gallery. I take the painting and I see, oh, I don't like it. This has to be changed before it goes there. So then I start making it all the changes. So yeah, so you can make change anytime because there is nothing that you cannot put this color on top of this, or it has texture, put more heavier texture on it, cover it. That's it. Yeah. So any more questions?
Someone asked, can it be done on acrylic paper?
No, because this thing is so heavy. Ask Carol how heavy my paintings are.
Not very happy.
Yeah, so it will just bulge. So because of that, it has to be on this heavy duty, gallery wrapped canvas. It can be done on plywood. It can be done on something which is solid, which can take the weight of the paint. Because this paint is pretty heavy. So
You use more paint than I thought you would. So,
well,
yeah.
something should tell you when I buy in the site.
Yes. That's right. That's right. Couple more questions.
Yes.
You have any pictures handy that we can see more of your work?
Picture handy. Well, what I can do is take you.
Take us on a walk? Oh my.
Wow,
Mhm.
Oh, that's beautiful.
they look 3D.
Can you see? So you can imagine how much paint is gone in there.
Yes.
Okay. Then I take you here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow. That is just beautiful. Hmm.
Then you see that one?
Yes, that's gorgeous.
Yes.
It's a different technique, right? Or it's the same?
This is my old painting.
Oh.
So it is all done with the brush.
Uh-huh.
And if you see the details in there,
Wow.
then I don't know if you can see that one. You see that one?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That is also done with the brush. Those are my old paintings. And then of course, these are the newer ones. So, yeah.
Look at all those flowers. They're beautiful. Oh, and your clouds. You said you do clouds with the sponge?
Right. Those clouds are all done with the sponge.
Huh.
Yeah. And of course, some of you have seen this one,
Oh, yes.
right? And this one is when I paint all the dry paint on my palette, I scrape it and keep it. And then it is put like puzzles, so it has lot of texture in it.
Can you step back a little bit? We can't quite see its head. or point it up a little bit. We can't see the head of there. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vidyut, tell us where you order or where you get your paint supplies.
This all comes from Dick Blick.
Oh,
And you're using the brand Ultrac, right?
Right. It is little more economical, but the quality is really good. So instead of using, golden or there are, means everyone makes heavy body paints.
there was another question. You had said earlier your paintings take 2 hours to dry, and even the ones that have a lot of paint on them, it's still about 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, these trees will be completely dry within 2 hours.
Huh.
Means that if I have a commission painting and I have only 3 days to make it, I will make it in 1 day. 1 day it dries, and 3rd day I will pack it. So it's that much dry that I can ship it 3rd day.
Wow.
That's fast, yeah.
Yes.
Wow. I
Yeah.
have a question. Do you varnish your paintings on top? Like,
Say it again.
do you varnish your paintings?
Varnish, like put a
No.
coat.
Yeah, so I forgot to tell you that gloss gel,
Mm-hmm.
it gives a shine to your painting.
Oh, okay.
And you never need to varnish these paintings. They have a little shine, and there is nothing to preserve on it. They are forever, good forever.
Cool. Thank you.
It's never fade. Color does not fade in sun or anything. They just, once it is put, it's there.
Thank you.
So I made it too, so that if once they are finished, they can go, side by side.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody wants a longer painting.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more comments are love the demo and your art.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Thank you.
one is thank you for the excellent demo. And what was the other? Thank you for the exceedingly clear instructions. Excellent demo.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
This is my first time, so.
You
there
did
was another
amazing.
question.
Yeah.
There was another question. They said, love the demo. Do you offer classes?
No, sorry, no.
We just had a class.
Oh,
Yeah,
you just need to practice.
Yes.
well,
And we
I
have
will be happy to do a demonstration live in your place if people want to watch it close by. So that will be like a class.
Hi, Vidyut. I had a question.
Yeah,
Can you do this impasto painting also on acrylic paper?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, because texture and all that, the paper will just bulge. It won't. So it has
Oh,
to
okay.
be a solid surface.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And can it be done like on a wooden surface or
Yes.
something like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
wooden surface will be fine, or what they call it, board, different kind of ampersand board and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on that it can be done because they are solid.
Mm-hmm.
So
And what paints do you use, you said?
this is,
Utrecht.
Ultric?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
and I buy it from Dick Blick.
Thank you.
So, you know, these knives are good when I make the big painting.
Wow, I even didn't know they exist in such large size.
Yeah.
If anyone has not been to the gallery lately, Vidyut has some beautiful paintings in the gallery right now.
Mhm.
You also have a website, don't you?
Yes, I have a website. Very simple address if you want it.
Yes, please.
Concept by Vidyut.net.
Say it again.
Concepts, plural, concepts by Vidyut.net.
I'll try to find it and send to everyone just a link.
Okay. Yeah, I was on it a couple
I
of
got
days
it.
ago.
So here you go, guys. It's in chat for everyone.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you, Tatiana.
Yeah, no problem.
Any more questions?
Have a couple more comments. Beautiful presentation, Vidyut. Learn a lot about your techniques. Gorgeous artwork. Thank you for your wonderful demo and sharing your technique. Thank you very much.
I think I work too fast. It's
Oh, that's all right.
I think you were very clear and it was
Yes.
easy to see what you were doing. You didn't try and do too much. I think we all have a great concept of your wonderful technique, Vidyut.
I hope that somebody will try it.
I will definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Looks so interesting. Yeah.
you can see it's very easy.
Mhm.
As I said, if you can put a icing or if you can butter a toast, you can certainly do the same kind of knife, just color is different, that's all. Yeah,
Very impressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
most welcome. I really appreciate you giving me chance.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thank you.